What's going on, guys? Welcome into the Killing Stone. So this is a new deck building card battler. It's got a dark backstory to it. Involves the devil. And it looked pretty cool, man. I haven't seen anything on it except for just what I saw on Steam. So I figured we would check it out today and see what it has to offer. It's a nice looking game. Oh. Wasn't expecting this, but alright. At last, if your tongue wants use, approach and speak on. I am...
If your tongue wants use,
okay.
Approach and speak on. I am, to your every whim, a subject. But as wise men will one day say, in the beginning was the act. If you crave such action, then to the ritual and amen.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't ready for, wasn't expecting spoken dialogue. But that's nice, actually. One eye, that's, I guess, his name. He does, in fact, only have one eye. Strange looking fella. This appears to be the game board. Let's talk. Is this going to be spoken or no? Doesn't seem so. You approach the figure uncertainly, trying in vain to orient yourself in this uncompassed dark. Wittenberg College, your office, was it not? A mysterious parcel left on your desk. Within, a box, strangely familiar. Numbly, you had skimmed the receipt, retaining nothing beyond. Estate of American Svangard, herein as the deceased. Your ancient mentor, dead? In her shadow, false and true seem weightless equivocations. He left this box to you? On instinct, you reach for the clasp, then an uncanny light, which seemed somehow to notice you.
From time's iron vice, you emerge, uncrushed. All hail and welcome.
He looks like the Guy Fawkes dude. V for Vengeance.
Do you have a soul?
Your presence would seem to strongly indicate a yes. I can prove no such thing.
You have, or I would see you not at all. But grand, let's call your new soul my gift, given with love.
Okay.
Now, in all of your mortal world, there is but one game worth the candle. If you would play, ask yourself this. Have you the skill? Have you the will to beat the devil?
Ooh.
If you knew how many times I have heard a yes, you would stand amazed.
The figure gestures at the altar-like table and speaks no more. Okay, I mean, I guess we're beginning the ritual, whatever the hell that is.
Do you see? Here is the table, and here the game. In this place, we play for souls. Here is my wager, the soul of Marakin. You hereby swear to be final executor of your late mentor's pact, and in all unresolved trials or contests, play on her behalf. You bear my eye, bequeathed by your dead witch. It shall serve as your stake in this good faith test of your credentials, and keep us both honest.
Oh. That's his eye, I guess.
Now, prove yourself no imposter. Face Valravin, first familiar to learned Marakin, and confirm you are truly her pupil.
The figure indicates a signature line on this ritual document. The package from Marakin contained a strangely vicious, is that vicious? Yeah, vicious looking ring with a nib at its tip. The purpose is obvious. Ooh, we signed our name in blood, bruh.
Now, by all the eyes of hell and heaven, are we to each unto the other bound. Until the trial's done, and game be won, let no mortal soul from this table rise.
A great pale bird hops forward, an albino corvid, quite rare. It trills strangely and seems to speak, not in words, yet you intuit the meaning. Why a mock trial? This clearly is the one foretold. Still, if I must, I'll fledge the witch. Study the case and make your argument in brief, stranger. Okay, this ritual binds you and the demon together in the contest by contract. Click on the battle above your lupe to begin. Minion battle. Battle one of the endless demonic rabble. That's so weird looking, dude. Okay, anyways. Valravin, the first proving. Trivial battle. To win this contractual battle, you must reduce the health of your opponent's eye to 0. If you reach 0, you lose. Fair enough. When your turn starts, you draw up to 5 cards, which you then play on the battle line. Select a card with left click. Okay, they're all the same. These cards are all creatures which get placed on the battle line and fight when your turn ends. Place one now in the available spot. Cards cost action points to play, and action points refill on your next turn. Play thralls until you run out of action points. Okay. When you've run out of action points, you can end your turn with spacebar to enter the resolve phase and let your creatures attack. During resolve phase, creatures attack and deal wounds equal to their strength to the first enemy they face. Okay. The Fangela, or Killing Stone, divides the board. You can only place creatures on your side and vice versa. All creatures have health and will die if wounds reduce that health to 0. Okay, fair enough. Keep playing thralls until you run out of room. Okay, we don't have any more room. What is Q? Oh, that's the speed. Okay. Wow, okay. We win. Your triumph represents a successful legal argument, but there are many such clauses in each ritual contract. Proceed to the next battle. Okay. Valravin, the second proving trivial battle. Beneath each eye is a preview of the wounds they will take. Place a creature on the battle line to see the preview change. So it's right there, okay. This deals 2. The damage in the preview will happen during the resolve phase. End your turn to see it happen. Okay. The demon played a new kind of creature. Focus on it with, I guess, the mouse. Okay, so Overreach deals 2. He has 2 health. Bypasses the first asset in front of it when attacking. Overreach has a special keyword, tunnel. Creatures with tunnel skip the first valid target when attacking. Attacks hit the eye directly if there's nothing to skip. Okay, interesting. Your last turn ended with unspent action points. When this happens, one action point rolls over to the next turn. Nice. And you, sir, are gonna die. Creatures also have previews. The slash means this creature will die at the end of the turn. Okay. Pretty cool graphics, man. I'm liking it. Okay, I guess we're on to the next. Valravn the Third proving. Your new card, Spark, is an invocation, a spell that affects the board but isn't placed on it. Select Spark now with left click. It says deal 1 wound to any target. Use Spark now. Use Spark on the eye now. Okay. The rest of your hand is all thralls, which seems unlucky. Select the draw pile and see if you got anything better waiting. Like, how would I know? Oh, there we go. This shows your remaining deck in no particular order. When this is empty, the graveyard reshuffles into it. Use the back button to leave. You draw up to 5 cards every turn. You can discard 1 card every turn by hovering and using right click, hopefully making space for a better card next turn. Discard a card now. Okay. Continue your turn and press the end turn button to proceed. Yeah, we're just gonna play these guys. Okay. Let's if you regret a move, you can undo it with the undo button. You can undo any move until you end your turn. Oh, okay. Interesting. And it's over. Nice. Valravn, must we go through all this pomp towards your devilish foe, somewhat sing-song? Is your one good eye too damn old to see this guest our maven? Or I'm not me?
Enough beak, ghost-feathered wretch. You speak with your mistress's mouth, yet listened not. She made this exam a condition of these items' release. And rhyme no more, squab, unless you match silence to itself. My cap could use a new plume.
Ooh. The bird stiffens. Whatever this adversary may truly be behind his mask, Valravn seemed far warier of it than his words suggest. Is our guest not due some more candid conversation then? Was I wrong to trust your reputation for civility?
Agreed. We may commune in comfort now, if you like.
Talk to Ralph. Let's pet it. Okay, what if we talk to him? The strangely blanched... Okay. Strangely blanched bird regards you and then tilts its head to gaze meaningfully at the eye you carry, then in turn at the strangely familiar wooden board and parchment laid out here, as if they and it are each bound by a ritual purpose, and this clever creature awaits their use. To derive all this insight from the ruddy bead of its own eye, seems itself, a rare thing. Okay,
To me, you are the shape of joy made flesh. To be matched at last, sweet sinner to the sin. The late Marican named you her pupil. Should you, by this ritual trial, prove yourself the one chosen by the witch, then like that box, I and all the world will open to you. Okay,
so yeah, this is like a test. So I guess our teacher left us everything in her will, but we have to pass this test to get any of that.
The second ritual test awaits. Unless you've any questions.
The devil waits on you. So is it true American is dead? She was willed me her arcane secrets, but are you the catch? She said this is your eye. You said this is your eye? Waggle, strange lantern. What more do you know of American? Let us resume the ritual contest. Its mysteries begin to reveal themselves to me. I think this is all self-explanatory. But let's ask about his eye.
Some of us have seen too much. This is not my first face. Not even the first that she gave me. Your Marikin. Alas, it seems now the last.
He gestures lightly at his cunningly whittled profile. At neither gap nor seam do you note any flesh beneath, save for that incandescent eye. You sense a slight dissembly, however, even a note of reproach. How revealing. Care to wager the other? I could have a set. Bathe him in light. By all powers, principalities, thrones, and dominions, I defy you, Satan, be gone. Which face answers a question straight out? If the test will reveal him, let us begin. Let's wager both.
The damn cheek on you. How would they look a shade redder? But come, the test first. For now, let us say simply, that is the reason I stand before you.
You hear no true offense in the subtle fire of his voice. He turns to look sidelong at the lantern. At rest, that luminous organ stays moist in its well of amniotic brine, suspended, watching, agnostic to time. The devil waits on you. Let's just get back to the game then. Let us resume the ritual contest. Its mysteries begin to reveal themselves to me. Okay. A boon. Here you can choose a boon, a special effect that will help you until the ritual ends. Additional copies of a boon boost its effect, so it's always better to take one if offered. Select an option and then confirm your choice to proceed. You have 2 more maximum health. You heal 1 wound when combat begins. Heal 2 wounds when you run out of cards and reshuffle. Let's just go right here. Revitalizing salts. Valravn the Fourth proving. You can place any creature in reserve above another creature, ready to join the battle when the first one falls. Play a celestial projection now on the battle line. Okay. The placement slot above the celestial projection represents space for a reserve. Place Comet Archer there. Where am I playing? Oh, up here. Unlike the creatures on the battle line which host them, reserved creatures don't normally attack or get hit in battle. End your turn to see your attack. Okay. Okay. Some creatures have special abilities when they deploy from reserve, like Anchor of Faith. Play it in the Comet Archer's reserve now. Let's see. Attacks immediately and gives enemy neighbors -1 attack when deployed from reserve. Interesting. What does this guy do? 1/1, bypass the first asset in front of it when attacking. Okay, fair enough. The Maven Eye symbol on the Thorns card stands in for you or assets you own, depending on context. As such, Thorn strikes your creatures and yourself. Deal wounds to all enemy creatures and die. Ooh. Okay. Hits us all for one, huh? All right. Let's put him up here. Sweet. Easy enough. Boss battle. Arriving the final proving. Aggression is a chant. Chants must be played in reserve and are discarded when they hit the battle line. On resolve, does an action in the resolve phase even if not on the battle line. On resolve, gives its host +1. So this is a chant. Must be played in reserve. Okay. So we go right there, and then cards with unresolved symbol have a special effect when the resolve phase begins. Aggression adds attack. Play it in reserve. Okay. During the resolve phase, all resolve effects trigger before creatures begin to attack. So aggression's bonus is always applied before its host strikes. Sweet. So if he dies and this hits the battle line, this goes away. Every creature on a battle line loses an attack. Well, that's annoying. Okay. Compound Lasher on resolve gains attack. Bypasses the first asset in front of it when attacking. On resolve does an action in resolve phase even if not on the battle line. All right, this is what we're gonna do. You can replace existing creatures with new ones and keep all their reserves. Replace this wounded celestial projection by playing the stronger compounding lasher card. Oh. That's what I was supposed to do? Well, that was dumb. Yeah, that was real dumb, man. We could have... Dude, we could have done a lot better, bro. I'm gonna put this here and then put aggression here. Deal 3 wounds to any asset in reserve. Deal 1 to any target. Okay. Well, he sure messed me up, didn't he? All right, let's go here and here. I could have won that easier if I wouldn't have listened to the tutorial. I knew you were no charlatan. It is my honor to serve you, Maven, and to be free of his company.
You're no pretender, then. A true Maven, and pupil of the infamous Morican. Indeed, in every hand you play, I see hers. Now ends the casual joust, and begins the duel. Your witch believed you could outgamble me. As upon a stone in earth redoubted, break my back upon your will. Match me, in whose blood the first ever pact was penned. Who, for your game of souls, carved chessmen from the teeth of time. At your journey's end, seek me out, and we shall see.
He places a small effigy of you in traveling kit near what appears to be a model house. Unlike Americans, your figurine seems to lack any eldritch aura for now, yet the hand-whittled images seem suddenly so familiar. Okay, devil. Look at his eye. To the north is your fateful voyage. Between that eldritch eye and myself, your path will be lit. In coldness, you will face him again as true enemies. I'm afraid, expect no quarter. Soon enough, you'll miss the warmth of this first fond embrace. Follow me. Sure.
To my apprentice, my sin eater, and my final friend. In death, I must ask one last favor. That fateful game I once taught you is not yet won. I wagered all and lost more still. Now, I fear, your art must exceed my own. The Svanguard family stands at hazard now, and the house means to collect. Go to them, Maven. Seek out my kinsmen in their exile, and shield them from my wretched curse. You need not love them, but even the worst of us deserves a better fate than this. And Maven, to make my meaning plain, it is you alone whom I entrust to beat the devil. Mariken Svanguard.
I was not expecting this. You don't see this that often in hard battlers. What does that say? Vakanat or Vilkanat or I don't know what it says. We got the Aurora. Okay. Okay, we got a dog. Interesting. Well, we can't get in here. Go this way. Here comes the dog. What's up, boy? What is this all about, though? Let's see. My kindred. My health. Misery to mine enemies. What is the dog after, dude? He doesn't like something over there. This is a crazy place, dude. What's up, boy? Oh, wow. The dog is probably done for. Or not. A regular badass, huh? Mr. Chops? Maven, oh, forgive me. I think I did not greet you properly. You greeted me properly as might a dog. If you can hear me, know that dogs do not talk. Do not acknowledge this unwholesome congress. Never mind that. I saw you struggle against some unseen foe or force. You greeted me properly as might a dog. Oh, flatter not so. Do make me earn it. Chops will come come over bashful and lose his tongue again. He seems to lose the conversation trail now, sniffs you a little. You smell of ash, you know then. My former mistress is dead, and since I, somehow, forgot myself, yet I remember... Oh, I'm late. Come, please. Her family waits for us. Okay. Nice looking place. Huh. The dog instinctively guides you through the grand old manse, sniffing and chuffing about as if he too were seeing it anew. Signs of isolation and decay have mounted slowly over decades, yet oddly only on the outside. The chambers themselves are remarkably well preserved. Still, the lights seem clustered in too few rooms. This is a dwelling for a great clan, yet the sheer silence belies that utterly. Ahead, a few souls stand in a loose cluster, and behind them, the blessed promise of firelight. You suppress a sudden urge to rush past them and collapse upon the hearth. A big man of some 70 years steps forward to greet you. Mr. Chops emits a small, friendly whine at the sight. Hey, what's going on, Volum? The man takes in your mask, your strange case. A guest. Her guest, correct? Such as it was, her will instructed me to expect you, but not your name. Just Maven, then. Of our great house, these few are near all who remain. Greet our guests now, Svanguards. Try to remember how. This is my... Rasmin, father, says you have come far indeed for our family. Rare to meet a soul that would exile itself by choice, and the animals favor you already. Ever a good sign. Welcomen. I guess it's, what is that, like German or something? Dutch? They look your vestments over as well, yet more as if they'd peer beneath. An Inuk woman steps forward and curtsies very briefly. After a look at the large fellow for confirmation, it is impossible not to notice the cross around her neck. Her covered hair. In Germany or Denmark, she would draw eyes, but not for her clothes. You are far from both nations. This is her people's land. What prompted such effort? My bride, Nika, I assure you, she speaks. A hasty half laugh. They both look back to the old gentleman. Absurdly in the uneasy silence, the dog does too. The man rests his red-limbed... I don't even know how to say that. Red-limbed eyes on a specific bit of nothing, then abruptly seems to recall that he too has a name. And I am Volum. My grandmother, Marican, lies below the house in the grotto. Your grandmother? Wait, how old was this woman? When the long night of mourning elapses, Marican Svangard shall be given to the sea, as the old Danes were, her request. But first, you will see to her soul, yes? Apologies, I overstep. Proceed as you see fit. Welcome to Vakanat. That's what it said on the entrance, Vakanat. All retreat to the den, likely unsure what to expect of you. Characters with bubbles have something to say. When you are ready to advance the game, go to the question or exclamation mark. Okay. What about over here? Nothing. Can't go back out. Okay. Can't do anything around here, it looks like. Maven, I've had all gather here in common sight since the event. My grandmother left no will, but a rather informal letter spoke of the vigil duty we owe her and peculiar burial practice. Yet her ways were not all ours. I myself strive to govern all else here as a little Denmark. He frowns at the awkward disavowal. Some fear of inquisition even here. Nearby, the Inuk woman shifts a little. A maven is many forms of doctor. Volum seems to know this and feel obliged to share any observation relevant to the family health, be it physical or spiritual. He waits, his teeth visibly set. The late American's entire family was exiled with her then. I believe you said those I've met are near all of your remaining family. I see. Now I should store the articles of my trade somewhere. Oh, aye, Maven. Since Markin's passing, my restless grandson has perhaps felt unfairly cooped in these few rooms, mine racing, too, over the brute facts of earthly death, I expect. Some insomnia followed. Mere moments ago, the poor lad fell asleep upstairs. You will pass him on the way to your guest room. Quietly, if you will, Maven. Give him oblivion's brief grace. Okay. Of course, your guest room is the second door on the left up the stairs. It is humble, but we are no longer supplied to heat the entire house, but one hearth must sustain my Svangards. Your chambers are warmed by its rising grace, on its way home. He pauses on that last briefly. The tension then drains from his shoulders. His belly even rumbles audibly, but to your ear, the sound is slightly foreign. Okay. Yes. The woman gestures to herself, not quite touching her chest. Nika, no need, and nothing. A perfunctory smile, hands out, opened and half closed. Do not worry, they convey. Okay, what was the point of talking to her? I don't know. This dude still has something to say? I am no hand at greetings, Maven. Years in exile now, servants dead or fled, heralds, pages, all, and yet, when a stranger asks my name, like a fool I still stand and stare, waiting on the horns of some phantom tribune to announce me. He seems to immediately regret the candor and clears his throat, as a segue to nothing at all. Okay, and then her again? This woman, evidently named Nika, bows her head slightly but does not break eye contact, indicating you may move on with no further graces, uncannily like Volum himself. Good evening again? Nothing? To what? Good evening again? Nika? Yes? No need for... Nika, yes. Need. No need for... Grief shared, your comfort, false or sincere. She I knew not but lately, grandmother to Volum, his is the need. The first I can do nothing for. She gestures to you as if to say, it falls to you, carry on. Of even nothing, we have said too much, I'm on my guides from the whaler, then across the waste was an Inuit. That is, an Inuk. Glance back to Volum, and Volum is your... Very well, honored lady, I shall beg your leave. Yeah, let's just leave her alone. Can we interact with anything, I wonder? Oh, hello. What does it look like something goes there? Ooh, what is... Oh, it's just like a wash bowl. Okay. Wait a second. Can I open this? No. Can't interact with anything. Oh, black milk. Let's pet it. Okay, a little cat, you know. The cat's eyes meet yours. As with the other animals here, you seem to conjure thoughts in keeping with each punctuating mew. Behold the reserve, as if from the sky. But by whose war horn were you called forth? Black milk shall keep an eye on both banners and take bets. Yet now she pointedly does not watch you walk away. Okay, I don't understand half of what anyone is saying around here. Everybody speaks in riddles and like some old ass English. I don't know. But sure. Oh, this is mouth. Here, unobserved, again the dog speaks for shame, leaving a sleeper unwatched with poor mistress dead below. Will you see to her vigil, Maven? Do you need me as bondsman? I'll see to this. Why, with her soul in such a state, any stinkerous old spirit might be jostled free and fly up his sweet nose. A lick for luck, I'll give it now. Mr. Chops hesitates as you step back. His warm, guileless eyes meet yours. I'll miss you. What a dog, dude. The boy has a farmer's color, but you see more than a mere trace of this land's native Inuit. In his lineage passed down from Volum and Nika? Is his lineage passed down from Volum and Nika? Surely they are too old to have been his parents. Who is missing? Regardless, his family has indeed been long away from Europe, by now numb, perhaps to scandal. Okay. Nope, there's nothing. Why is he breathing like that, dude? What do we got in here? Wary, you survey the small guest room. No doubt when this house offered shelter to Americans' full exiled house, family, servants, and myriad bondsmen would be quartered here. It smells of old pipe smoke, and beneath that, some residual deep-soiled thing, an atavistic ferment, long come to dust, beneath a scent of her. Astragalus blossom crushed in the mortar, the milk vetch, not pleasant, but you cannot help it. It smells of home. And what is this? This room's dimensions defined just so. You remember the print shop where she took you in. You wandered in, then mute and penniless, soaked already in ink of every hue, an aspiring printer's devil who already looked the part. What came before that? No earlier era comes to your conjuring. This room is exactly like that which you stayed in, on the floor above American's press. Not a carpet wrinkle is out of place, an unlikely symmetry. Surely your wary mind is at fault. You set down your case delicately to preserve all Americans' instruments of arcane inquiry, the box, the lantern, your inheritance, with the promise of more, the paraphernalia of future trials, these, yet thus far no further documentation upon which to employ them. Surely Americans' will is somewhere on the premises. The lantern and I stay on your person. After another drop of blood to feed both, the concept of sleep brushes the backs of your eyes, gentle, insinuating, but it must wait. So much yet to discover. Okay. Whoa. Oh, here we go. We don't want to talk to Val Robin right now. Where's the green light coming from? Why is it green over here? It's weird. Let's go talk to whoever needs to talk down here. The girl? Russ? They watched you descend the stairs, seemingly relieved at what it is not immediately clear. Please share the fire, Doctor. You're here to cleanse your great-grandmother's soul somehow. Truly? They pause, eyes betray a trace of mirth. Has she any left? American, your great-grandmother, sent for me, seemed to know the end was near. If I may observe, your hair is uncovered. American wore an iron laurel here. Yet your father's bride seems to honor tradition. Are you worried about the boy upstairs, mouthy is it? You seemed distracted until I looked in on him. Rasman, in truth, I should see the American soul before her final passage. Perhaps we may continue later. American, your great-grandmother, sent for me. Seemed to know the end was near. An eyebrow. They look you over again, slowly, circling you just once. Twice, great-grandam. She knew? Strange. Your frame seems unbent by age. How well did you know her? I apprenticed in her print shop. Among much else, she taught me this. Your Danish tongue. Excuse me, honored host, are you assessing my bones? They laugh, quick and dry, yet their own reaction seems to surprise them. Excuse you? You've only just arrived, masked and mantled. I might add, your garb leaves all to the imagination. Have you reached us here in time-tossed Thule? Is mystery compounded? Oh man, I have no clue what they're talking about. Yeah, you'll find no plague here, save snow blindness and ennui. When your duty here is done, should you forgo the mask for me, it shall then be my solemn pledge not to stare at your bones. The airy banter seems a refuge. They appear a little taller, as if on toe tips in the French fashion. Yet as they recall the original line of inquiry, they almost physically sink. Father does not have the belly for blood, Maven, but you should be told. Matterkin fell from her balcony high in the house late at night, struck her head on a sharp bit of earth outside, and so ended a legend. We found her in the morning. She had slowed with age, but I thought her steadier. All to say, the body had frozen, and has by now likely thawed some in the grotto. A touch too near the fire, eyes half-lidded. Rasmin watches you askance, radiating a quiet delight at the presence of any stranger. Yeah, let's just get on with it. Godspeed, Maven. They lazily cast their eyes upward. If you're on more friendly terms than American was, and thank you. I'll wager she'd die again before admitting it, but now the old serpent needs you. Yeah, let's go. Oh, into the grotto. I'm loving this art style though. It's like it's almost like a watercolor style. Interesting. Okay, let's look around real quick. Can I go in the water? No. Here's the body. Alright then. See, the infamous Matterkin's own soul, in contract form, a pact, yes, and signed in blood. By it, she's forsworn and damned to hell. By war of will, we now must win her back. We'll seize hold of that subtle body and play at tug-of-war till all hell's strong men lose their grip. Mark the time, 48, no, now 47 fleeting hours. We have to sever the pack of Matterkin. Yet, who turned the hourglass? Valravn ruffles his feathers in brief confusion. But where are the smirking fiends come to collect, like pallbearers, to stretch her out on the contract and carry her off to the loveless pit? Maven, our newest associate, Mr. Chops, must act as your official familiar for a time while I look over these documents. Valravn emits a strange, distinctly non-avian whistle. The sound causes your bones to seem suddenly very present, discreet, and separate. The feeling fades. When it does, the dog has already reached the grotto, whining a little. Do please bond with him, Maven. After you understand the magic, you shall have the choice of all our services. Okay. Maven, so sorry, is your old Chops full Chops? I wanted to watch over young Master Maltha, and my duty forgot me. As the familiar who led you into the home, I owe you the first bond. I am the worst ever dog, and I'd rather know the trick to sit watchful in two places at once. One night, the secret will be mine. My bond should ease your burden in rituals to come. And then, by your leave, I'll look in on the young master. Now let us pay our respects to Mistress, for it is her soul we mean to see to. Alright. Familiar bonds. Bonding with a familiar grants a unique boon during the ritual. Mr. Chops fetches new cards when you discard. Later you will find others with different singular powers. Okay. Come here, Mr. Chops. Okay. Pay respects.
Oh, pay me no respect. No obeisance before this empty ruin. What could you still owe me? It is enough that you are here. Though, perhaps not all of you. I judge you not in that regard. You and I are a matched set.
Respect requires that I know you. I wonder now if I ever did. For now, fare thee well.
Until we are rejoined. Godspeed, you. Oh, and should any bother to answer, do tell me which one.
Do you see? Matterkin's contract is immaculate. Here described is the soul of a newborn infant. None. How did she? This sudden fear I can't quite name. A great rumble sounds here in the grotto. Mingled grains of ice and old wood are kicked up in geometric whirls. The noise issued not from the bowels of the house, but upstairs. Voices rise in a distant choir of panic. Go, up, out, fly, Maven. Okay. Let's go, Mr. Chops. Wait, where was Mr. Chops at? Did he not follow? And was I supposed to bond with him before I left? No, I'm already bonded, I think. But what does Val Robin do? Because I could bond with Val Robin. Huh. Well, we'll find out later. Was this you? A door there? She gestures to the new stairwell, perhaps redundantly, but her disbelief seems plain. Valam, Rasmin, and I, we were only outside for a moment. Where's Mouth? Did you see? She starts again, trying to help you orient in the timeline of her fragmentary anecdote. My Valam, Rasmin, they went in just now. We heard cries. Please. Nika seems to grope for words, genuinely alarmed, gesturing again towards the revealed stairway. Okay. Where is the boy at, though? Is he really gone? Let me go see. Oh, he is. He is gone. Okay. Interesting. Okay. In we go, I guess. The fretful patriarch cranes torso first to peer into the passage, like a child who'd not violate the domain of adults. Past him ahead in the room without precedent. The boy Mouth lies on some altar asleep. Asleep? Occult implements surround him. Unwholesome sounds issue from the high-vaulted narrow room. Old Valam stands by in tense reserve. His fingers contemplate the scabbard of a small dagger. At your approach, withdrawn. Now this, I swear on God, Maven. Mardikan said nothing of a hidden room, nothing. Surely the boy, Mouth, must have slipped past us. Opened this in his sleep. Hearing the door, we leapt up, but on sight of this cursed paganry. Wisely, Rasmin said, wait for the Maven. We will stand as your second as you inspect the scene. Please cry out if he closes his mouth woodenly, conjuring no plausible contingency here. Rasmus stares into the strange chamber ahead. They notice you askance, but continue to observe. How quickly Mal must have moved, to now again toss in slumber as though caught in restless dreaming. Lead on, Magus. The hour is yours. Okay, you guys are a bunch of weirdos, and I'm just going to go in and figure this out. Second best witch, you're here. Good. That's funny. I smell metal, the kind that shines, and oils of ointment mingled with markedly less holy tinctures. Oh man, that's funny. The boy whimpers in his throat, but for the phlegm, it is almost melodic. He has sweated through his shirts to stain the table beneath. His eyes snap briefly to you. Oh, that can't be your face, though I know it from somewhere. The lad's gaze loses you, slipping sidelong to dart softly between coordinates unknown. I am asleep, he told me so. And so, see, I am still, for I mustn't dare to wake me. I meant no mischief, only did as told. He will tell you his words strangle. His back arches too far mechanically. No pain registers on his small face, which is somehow worse. Once, twice, and then slack. Okay. This is no mere fever, it's a prelude to possession, and here a contract on the lad's soul. Balrabin hops away from the child, takes in the rest of the ascending contract on a monstrous spindle, waiting. One stray leaf, I fear, from a whole family tree. Sidelong the bird now surveys a legal stamp, its strange grip sculpted into a human likeness, mouth styled the same as what the effigy of Matterkin in the care of the fiend One Eye. Mistress said nothing of this, even to her own familiars. Come, Maven, move Maltha to the chair and prepare the ritual components. The work begins. Okay. You shoulder Maltha into the chair next to you, where a client sits. You brandish the ritual herbs under his mouth and nose, then show him the needle that will take a sample of his blood for the ritual. Troubling, he volunteers his finger automatically, as if rehearsed. Wait, why did he need blood? Why is there a contract with Mouth? I don't get it. I'm lost. Completely lost. Oh, hello. Ah, Vergil, as One Eye's agent, you lay claim? Well then, cough up your receipts. The great gold leaf contrivance responds, clicks and soft shrieks of metal muffled by its long robe. Lo, attendering. A new magus steps forth. You wish to match wits with Vergil, the very graft of Castelnau? Here's some weird words. Think which, what is that whelp to you? You bleed onto the document near your client's contribution, consenting to act as proxy. How willingly you bleed for him, bold! Yet flesh is but the ribbon tied round the true prize, your soul. We must accept your challenge, the battle of wills begins. You negotiate for the soul of your current charge using a deck bound to their identity. View mouth is with tab. Okay. Family member decks are made of bundles of cards called packs. The dark cards are Matterkin's cursed inheritance, sins through which demons can gain a hold on a soul. Removing this cursed inheritance is your goal and may lead to a greater reckoning. Press escape to return to the ritual to seek out inheritance purging opportunities. Okay. Infinite bodies. Trivial battle. Okay, Mr. Chops. When you manually discard Chops, fetches a replacement from your deck. Whoa, dude, get your hand off the board, bro. Mouth the Explorer. Creatures with 0 attack, 0 strength have sneaks. Okay. Alright, so replace target eye creature with a spawn whose health and attack are 2 plus the originals. I'm gonna play this and then play this and then play this. Sweet. Ooh. The 1-2. Ah, to commend your strength or condemn your haste. Okay, that's fine. Sacrificial Lamb gives action points to Maven when it dies. Okay. This card cannot be played. Inheritance. A portion of Americans dread inheritance. Its sin works against you. Okay, stunted spawn. Let's go here. Place target Maven. Oh wow, a 3/3. Interesting. That is a crazy looking little thing. Stunted monstrosity. Okay, what do we got here? Unresolved does an action in the resolve phase, even if not on the battle line. Unresolved takes a wound, deals a wound to all neighbors when it dies. Ah, okay. Attacks immediately and gives enemy neighbors -1 attack when deployed from reserve. Oh, he didn't die from that? Oh, he's got 2. I was thinking he was 1, man. Damn it. That's fine. We're just gonna play him straight out. And then play this. Damn. Okay, we got a 1/1 and we still got another one of those. This interval's our by right, and by it we shall claim all others. Okay, Retribution. When this deploys, it hits enemy neighbors for 2. Immolator. Unresolved deals 1 wound to itself. And enemy neighbors. Then slides forward 1. Sneaks can be placed on the opponent's side of the battle line. Oh, interesting. On resolve, heals 1 wound from its host and neighbors. Okay. Creatures with slide move X slots in their facing direction, taking any reserves with them. We're gonna see how this works. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. Sweet. This is your designated gloating interval. Proceed. We shall keep count. Okay. This is a Bane, a mirror to the boon. Here the demon grows in power, but you decide how. Boons and Banes can stack and directly opposed ones cancel each other. Okay. Remember, boons and banes chosen here only last for one ritual. Choose a bane and confirm to proceed. Scratch spectacles. The enemy hides its health from you. Demon opponents have 2 more maximum health. Take 2 wounds when you run out of cards and reshuffle. Ooh, let's just do the hide. They hide their health. That's not as bad. That's not really a buff for them. Not so much. Anyways. Dig 2 graves. Okay. Each bonded familiar has a unique and powerful boon visible in the boon bar. Yeah. Each vanguard has a boon as well. Malthus gives 0 attack creatures the sneak keyword, which lets them be placed on the enemy side of the battle line. Yeah, I read all that, buddy. Let's go with let's just go with a thrall. And one of those. Creatures with counters strike back at their attackers X times. Oh. Counters. Attacks whatever attacks it. That is wild. Okay. Well, we're going to get hit. It's fine. Attacks immediately and gives neighbors. Okay. I think we just play. Yeah, we just play those and kill everything. Right? Sweet. What is this guy? Unresolved, takes a wound, deals wounds to all neighbors. Okay. Okay, fair enough. We're gonna put creatures on the demon side of the board can't be replaced unless the new creature also has sneak. Yeah, I wasn't trying to, buddy. We're gonna do that. And then we're gonna replace him. Gain an action. And we're gonna give it aggression. No. We're gonna put this guy out there, actually. Hey, he's still gonna live. It laughs, a negligible pinch. Okay, Flask of Thought on resolve heals 1 wound from its host and neighbors. Healing reduces wounds. Look for a green healing preview to see how many are reduced. Yeah, let's do that. Have him like a buffer. We could also give him an attack though. Right? Nah, let's just put this dude out there. Sweet. Okay. It laughs, a negligible pinch. Yeah, let's do it. Can we kill anything right away? I don't think so. We could do this though. And then do this. Sweet. Okay. What is this guy? He has a 2. Can't kill him right off. Is there nothing to heal? There's nothing to heal, right? Then let's... Oh, he's just at 1? Oh no, his health is hidden. That's right. I forgot, man. I forgot, dude. Damn, I forgot. Let's put aggression on him. Put this guy out. Let's put this guy out. Easy peasy. The path ahead offers recovery, which restores 10 health to the Maven Eye. No. We're gonna go for a boon. Heaven's folly, oh charity, do let this witch stand alone. Prepared immolator. You start battle with a deployed immolator creature. Vital ink vial. You have 2 more maximum health. Riddle cleaving edge. You can discard an additional card each turn. No. We'll just discard an ink. Yeah. We'll discard an extra card each turn. I think that's probably better. From the void it comes. Remember, you can test out moves and undo them to find the best play for the cards you have, right up until you end your turn. Yeah. Let's put a little thrall out there. Let's put this guy out there. And let's go ahead and put the sacrificial lamb. Blood Oracle. Take a wound. Draw 3 cards. Deal 1 wound to any target. Take a wound. Draw 3 cards. Ooh. Bypasses the first 2 assets in front of it when attacking. Holy shit. Well, that's not good. He's got to go. He definitely has to go. We're gonna get rid of 2 of those. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna put the lamb back out there. Let's go. Sweet. Hey, that worked, man. Okay, deal 1 damage to any target. Fine. The demon eye symbol stands in for the demon or assets they own, depending on context. Yeah, we get that. When this deploys, it hits enemy neighbors for 2. Okay. Let's do that, and let's do, just put that out. That was pretty good. Parasites must be placed in reserve, but on any host with room, including enemy creatures. Okay, so this is a parasite. Must be placed in reserve, but can go on any creature's reserve. 1, 2. Okay, on resolve. Gain an action point. Holy shit. Okay. Let's do that. Let's give him some aggression. Okay, what is your vibe? 1-1? Okay. And the sacrificial lamb as well? That's fine. Unresolved heals 1 wound and from its host and neighbor. Okay. Let's put that out there. Let's put that out there. Let's cast spark on this guy. There we go. Healed our people up. Oh, this freaking guy, man. And he's got a freaking parasite. Okay. Sacrificial lamb. I cannot play. I can play this though, right? Right? Or can no more go out? Yeah, I can't play it. Alright. Fair enough, I guess. You know what? Let's just play our turn. Screw it. This guy, again, sacrifices an own creature to gain +2 action points. Okay. Alright, you know what? I'm sick of you guys, actually. Real freaking sick of you guys. Let's do that. Sweet. Boss battle completed. You are cutting costs somewhere, which that was too easy. Yeah, you're a sore loser, bro. Oh, we're still going. Oh. Okay. Recovers to 20 after 3 wounds are moved. Okay. The day's ledger is again in the black, but what of the year? Okay. This, I think, is the missing will of Marika. One great contract which, instead of leaving them her treasures, forces them to inherit her spiritual debts. By God, she made her own kin sign away their souls to her. This boy is one such surrogate, yet why can none of them remember? For her sinful life, this boy is to be damned. If I'm right, it's these cursed pacts, each some bundled sin of Americans forced onto our client as surrogate, that we now must scrub away to save him, an exorcism by rites preceding all papistry, all inside some 40 hours. Packs. Here in this pact exchange, you can improve your deck by swapping one pack bundle of cards for another. You will pick a new pact to gain and an existing one to lose. Okay. Flask of Thought. Rejecting Standard. Names of Derelict Fortress. Examine and select one of the new packs to gain. So this is one of the new packs. Let's see. Topples forward when it dies, dealing 1 wound to all enemies ahead. Swap and own creature's base, health, and attack. What about this? Own Resolve heals 1 from its host and neighbors. Own Resolves takes a wound. Its host gains health and attack. Own Resolve gives host +1. I kind of like this Derelict Fortress. But then again, no, I like this one. Let's go with this one. And then cannot remove a cursed card. Okay. Anchor of Faith, Immolator, Sacrificial Lamb, Celestial Projection, Flask of Thought, Retribution, Aggression, Sunned Spawn, Spark. I think we get rid of when this deploys, it hits enemy neighbors for 2. I think we get rid of one of these, man. Is that what I'm thinking? Or do we get rid of the sacrificial? Nah, man, I really like this one. I want to get rid of yeah, let's do that. There's an elite battle ahead. Higher tier battles have tougher enemies, while other high tier clauses offer greater rewards. Keep this in mind when choosing your route. So we have a minion battle and we have an elite battle, a boon. Select a temporary boon to buoy you through this ritual. Let's do it. We ain't scared. Wergild's Horde. Americans' favorite. To see you tamed and chained will be such merry sport. Okay, buddy. Whatever. Why is this grayed out? It's weird. Let's go with this guy. Oh, because I couldn't play it. That's why it was grayed out. Attacks immediately and gives enemy neighbors -1 attack when deployed from reserve. Let's go with aggression. Blast, attack, strike X additional targets behind the primary target. Okay, he counters. Strikes an additional target behind its main target. So it hits me? That sucks. Okay. Let's go here. Let's go here. And let's go there. Sweet. Worked out pretty good. Okay, wait. Its host has -1 health and +2 attack. He attacks for 3. Give me a spark, man. Oh, never mind. He gets to attack already. It's all right. He's gonna die? No, he's not gonna die. Let's put a thrall out there. Sweet. Take a wound. Deal 4 wounds to any creature. Well, that wasn't cool. Was not cool at all, dude. Okay, Resolve takes a wound. Its host gains health and attack. You know what? Let's go ahead and spark him. Let's put that out there. Let's put this and put this. Sweet. Pretty easy. You are cutting costs somewhere, which that was too easy. Yeah. You start battle with a deployed comet archer. Boss enemies or demons have 3 less maximum health. Removal of scratched spectacles. This option will remove scratched spectacles Ooh, we can get rid of them hiding their health. I don't think that's that big of a deal though. Let's start with a freaking archer. I don't really care about seeing their health. We're gonna fight until we fight, you know? I mean, it makes it easier to plan a little bit. Forge. Choose a forging to improve a pact in your deck. Oh, okay. You are a forger as well? We shall feign surprise. Okay, so what do I actually do? Expunge inheritance. All inheritance cards in the pack are replaced with redeem rarity. Uncommon. Gain an action point. Targeted reflection duplicates the third card of the pact. Adds a redeem card to the pack. Now let's get rid of inheritance. The forging only happens when the confirm button is used. Remember that each pact can only be forged twice. It's fine with me. Saving Mouth's soul by purging his inheritance is your ultimate aim, but sometimes other rarer forgings offer too much power to pass up. Okay. Boss time. Hellfire to the very brim. Okay. Let's put this guy out there. Let's put this guy in there. I think we get rid of one of these sacrificial lambs. Okay. Take a wound, deal 2 wounds to any target. Wow, they can hit those? I didn't even realize that. Tracks 2 additional targets behind its main target. Holy shit. It hits 3. That's pretty wild, man. Easy enough. Okay, bypasses the first 2 assets in front of it. Okay. A little scary. Let's go here. Here. Let's do that. Sweet. Bro, we tore him up. Swap an own creature's base, health, and attack. Okay. Sure. Well, say goodbye. Let's go, Brawl. Hit him with a spark. Sweet. That was too easy, bro. Too easy. This is your designated gloating interval. Proceed. Okay, ritual completed. Rewards unlocked. Available to you in future rituals. Rejecting standard. Let's see. Ejection. Slide target creature to its owner's side, dealing a wound for every step moved. Ooh, nice. Copy a target owned reserve onto another owned host with an open reserve. Takes 2 wounds after it attacks. That's crazy. Okay, the first Maven creature played in a turn gains whatever that is per turn. What is that? Oh, it attacks. Okay. It attacks past somebody. On a corruption remains. 1 inheritance card remains Forge away their inheritance to save their soul. We'll save your soul, buddy. Don't worry. 4 rituals remaining. Either my mind is in worse condition than I thought, or I heard the remains of Merican, our mistress, cry out from the grotto maven. I could not make out the words. Okay. Well, that's pretty crazy, man. So we got 4 rituals to go. There's the boy. Very crazy, interesting game, man. I'm enjoying this, actually. Yeah, I think we're gonna end here, though. Yeah, and we'll see if I do more episodes of this or not. Either way, if you enjoyed it, I'll leave the link in the description below. Appreciate you guys for sticking around. Hit that like button, please. Subscribe if you're not. And as always, we will see you in the next one. Bye.